What's up, everyone? Have you ever heard somebody say, I wish this person would just listen to me? Or have you even been told, you know what, you just don't listen? And you know what, this means a lot to me because I've been told that so many times in the past. It has been repeated to me numerous times. So today we're going to look into communication tips, 3 major things that help build that communication between yourself and someone else so that they feel understood and we have better conversations with each other. There might be some misunderstanding when it comes to these 2 words here, hearing somebody say something versus actually listening to them. And you know what? These 2 are very different. This is what determines if somebody is understood or if it just goes in one ear and out the other, right? So hearing is definitely not listening, and listening is not a passive activity. It is something that we need to be actively engaged in. And you know what? We never really got taught this, so we're going to look at how to actually listen to somebody. What does it actually look like to listen to somebody? So we're going to take a look at an example of a conversation. So we got a person over here and they're talking about my day. So this person is talking about their day. And what is that like? So we're over here, we're listening to this person. Well, actually, we're hearing this person. And what's happening here? We have all of these thoughts going on. What is happening? Why is this person's nose so sharp? Why do they look so weird? What are they actually talking about? Or here goes the same old story again. And we have all of these thoughts running through our head. And guess what? When we eventually speak to this person, what do they have going on? They got a whole bunch of other thoughts going on in their head at the same time. So in this conversation, there's not 2 people. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 conversations going on in this interaction. So that makes for a total discourse when it comes to talking to somebody. And how do we fix that? So what do? So let's go back to the start, and let's say that this person is still talking and we're here. We have our mental chatter. What do we do with our mental chatter? We have to stop it. We totally get rid of all of this mental chatter that is always going on in our mind at all times. And because the mind has to do something, we get rid of this and we focus all of our attention on this person. And this is active listening. This is listening with an intention to hear what this person has to say and listen to their day without any of the background noise or any of these other ideas going on. And if we want to take it a step further, rather than just erasing all of these ideas, we want to erase our whole selves. We want to get rid of ourselves when we are listening to somebody completely, like we don't even exist. And what does this do? This just makes us an awareness, and we get totally involved emotionally to what this person is saying, and we get deeply connected to when they're speaking. When we're at the stage of actively listening and we get rid of our mental chatter and we focus all of our attention actively towards that person, almost to the extent where we don't even exist, we totally forget about ourselves and we go right into that person, guess what's going to happen? Our mental chatter is gone. This person is going to be feeling listened to, so their mental chatter is going to go away and they're going to speak from the heart. They're going to actually say the things that they actually mean rather than surface level ideas that are going on in their mind or what they think they have to say. This is going to make them feel actually listened to, and this is going to create deeper conversations. Now we're going to take it to our next step for bonus points in this conversation to really get deep and to have strong, meaningful conversations with somebody else. And how do we do that? We're going to show empathy. We're going to be empathetic towards the other person, and this is going to make for a deeper connection. And how do we do this? So, example, somebody told you about their day. They said, oh my gosh, I'm so frustrated because a bird pooped on my head. Now, we can have a bunch of things running through our mind in that situation when someone says that. But again, we're going to go back to our previous step and we're going to erase all of our thoughts, all of the things that come to our mind, and we're going to be deeply engaged in this person, and we're going to get into their world. And how do we do this? How do we get bonus points? Well, we definitely don't say, I know that happened to me, and bring up our own situation of when a bird pooped on our head. No, we don't do that. How else do we relate? How do we show empathy? Well, we understand them. We want to show that we understand, but we don't say it by saying, I understand. We don't do that. We show that we understand them by saying how we understand them. And these come from phrases like, well, it seems like you're a bit frustrated because a bird pooped on your head. Or it sounds like you're a bit frustrated because this happened to you today. So these two will show empathy and that you understand the other person and what they're saying and where they're saying it from. So use these tips for better conversation, and hopefully it goes well. Hopefully you make some deep connections. Let me know what you think, and take care and enjoy your conversations.